Hello, my name is Arlie and this is Arlie Tarot. And today we are going to do a check-in reading, the collective reading. And yeah, let's see. I want to say, for some reason, I'm like, let's see what's cracking. And that's, I never say that phrase. So that's interesting. Okay, so yeah, I guess we're gonna see what's cracking, whatever that means. I switched out the decks that I've been using. I'm using the Forest one, the Soul Lessons one, and obviously Tarot. And I'm also going to use the expanded version of the Right-Away Tarot, which is this deck. Basically it's like these cards are like zoom in here, and then this deck, the artist just like, imagine they zoomed out in the actual tarot cards that we usually see. And yeah, for some reason that kind of action of zooming out, maybe gaining perspective is a theme here for this reading as well, for this collective. But yeah, zooming out, gaining perspective. I'm getting the phrase, don't miss the forest through the trees kind of thing, which is interesting that I'm using the Forest deck. This card wants to be out, so I'm keeping it out. But yeah, let's just get into the reading and see how it unfolds. I'm just here to deliver a message, and yeah, I don't have any intention behind it. I don't have any what is it, like a specific topic or anything. We're just seeing what's going on here. This popped up for you is probably because it is for you. I wouldn't overthink it, and just watch a little bit and see if it actually resonates with you and go on from there. I'm gonna save this one for last because it was like, when I was shuffling the deck, I don't know if you noticed, but it was like this. So I'm just gonna leave it there, and I want to see these first. Maple Spirit, Generosity, number 23. Here's that theme again. Number 23 has been following me. Maybe this is a collective that just has connection with the number 2, the number 3, the number 5, 23 itself as well. Okay. Earth Spirit with Stability, another 5, 14. Okay. A lot of spirits here, because in this deck, there, you know, there's different kinds of things that are depicted. So it's interesting that we're just getting the spirit card. So Maple Spirit, Earth Spirit. Okay, there you go. Moonlight Enchantment with Magic, 25. Today is a full moon. It is Monday, October 6th, and it is a full moon today. So having a full moon in this reading is very interesting. Okay. Moonlight Enchantment. Maybe some of you definitely need to work with this full moon. I almost want to say that this was a wolf, but it's not. It's actually a bear, almost like howling at the moon, which is or is it a wolf? Actually, now that I'm looking at it closer, it is a wolf. It looks like a bear to me. It looks big. Okay. There's blue little flowers at the bottom here. I don't know how that's significant, but maybe I'm getting the plant Forget-Me-Not that has little blue flowers. Okay. Wild Rose Fairy with Love, 47. Which equals 11. So that kind of makes sense. The song, Can I Call You Rose, was playing before I started this reading. I was listening to it, and then I stopped, and then I set up the sound in the background to be a little bit more of just the sound bowls with a frequency, and then I started recording. So that's okay. There's a lot of like little things coming together for me, and I feel like that's your energy as well, or that might be for someone here. Generosity, stability, magic, and love. I mean, that's a really good place to start. That's a very good place to start. Again with the... Okay. All right. I'm taking them. Oh, wow. Generosity, stability, magic, and love. Generosity makes sense here, right? With the Page of Pentacles being given something or giving something. Stability with the King of Cups. I love that energy because it is earth, but it's also, it's being clarified by the King of Cups, which is like the emotional stability of someone. So stability when it comes to your emotions, but also like something about being very stable in the 3D world is significant. Magic with the Fool is chef's kiss of an energy as well. There's some newness here that you're going to receive, and it is being presented to you from a place of love. I want to know who is offering this. I mean, hello? Someone's offering you something. From a place of love, something is being offered to this Queen of Wands character. Now, the fact that they are not looking this way, they're looking this way, makes me think that, I feel like I'm reading for this person right now. Makes me think, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like experiencing symptoms over here physically. When I said I feel like my ears kind of like clogged and then unclogged really quickly. That was intense. Okay. The fact that this person is looking this way instead of the offer that's being presented to them or that it's about to come in makes me think that the only thing stopping them from maybe not just accepting, but seeing this for what it is, a very stable, generous, magical offering of love is what it feels like, is their own doubt. Now, I'm not going to say that this doubt is here without merit. Like, you know, it's not something that you just want to put up walls and that's it. I don't think so. Maybe it is because of some hurt in the past. Maybe some childness activities from this person that's offering, because now we have 2 pages. I know I have a king, but I have 2 pages out here too. Maybe something about being wronged by this person before, or being played or string along in some way, and you decided absolutely not, because this is who you are. What I heard in my head just now is the offer is insignificant. It's not worthy of me, which is, I mean, okay, you are allowed to feel that way. And I'm sure it comes from a place, again, of knowing or having a little bit of history with this person. However, the fact that the divine is putting it in your face in this way, saying, hey, actually, things have changed here, but maybe you're waiting. Yeah, this person has evolved. I want you to know that this person has evolved. And I also want you to know to trust yourself in the knowing of the fact that they have changed. Because I'm getting like, oh, words are words, actions are what matters. And you haven't seen this person maybe in a long time. You haven't been around them. You haven't seen them be, you know, an adult, someone stable, someone who has changed yet. And right now you're just taking it at face value. And you're like, well, when I did that in the past, I was actually just wronged by this person. And I know I don't have a lot of cards here that could signify heartbreak, this, that, and the other. but this is just the energy I'm feeling, okay? If that doesn't resonate with you, it might not be for you. But yeah, I want to say that this person is evolved. I feel like you yourself evolved, probably having something to do also from the mistreatment of this, or the games that were being played here. You gave yourself what is it? You gave yourself your own merit, and you were like, no, actually I'm the Empress, and I'm going to walk away from things that I do not want to be around, and playing games and back and forth and the childless things, even though they come from a place of maybe they really liked you, which is that they didn't know how to express their feelings or communicate well enough. Or maybe you also just didn't give them the chance to. That I feel like there's a cutoff point here where you said, absolutely not, no more of this. I am not accepting this anymore. And you put yourself in this energy. And now, yes, this person is evolved. They have some sense of more stability, and also like, wow, they know who they are now. They know what they want. They made the choice that they've made their choice, and it's a just choice. It's a choice that in making that choice, they also show how much they've grown to themselves, right? They themselves decided, okay, well, just like they decided, just like this person, you, is not accepting my way of being anymore. I also want to move on from this. I do not want to be this way anymore. And then work was put in here. Who is this person? Wow, okay. Someone that you had a little bit of a struggle walking away from, because this came out in reverse, but you walked away nonetheless. You did walk away. But this coming out of reverse makes me think that it was like a back and forth. Like you would walk away, they would pursue you again, and you know, in a kind of like, oh, let's just have fun, let's hang out, whatever. And then something would come up, the same story would come up, the same actions would come up, and you had to walk away again. But you did walk away for one last time, for sure, because here you are. So this side shows me like your evolution, but their evolution is also here. So you have to take that into consideration. Okay, this fell on the side here. Okay, wow. I mean, yeah, we can't ignore this. This person is seeking some kind of union with you. A celebration. A coming together of some sorts. Maybe there is like a party or a get-together that is significant here. And if that doesn't resonate for some of you, because everybody's not going to have the same things going on, for others of you, it's just in general, they have this very fun memories of you as well. When you were together, when you shared things together, yeah. Maybe you've been drinking with this person before, smoking, having fun. Doesn't have to involve any alcohol or drugs either. They want you to know, and I feel like you do know. I feel like you do know. They want you to know that they want a victory here. They want to be like your champion. They want to show you that they have grown. But here you are again. The High Priestess is giving me a vibe of, I'm a skeptic until I actually have it concised in front of my face. Like it has to be real, because you energetically before, it's probably what kept making you come back to this person, or allowing this person to come back into your life, because you were sensing spiritually and energetically your connection and the potential that it had, but you weren't having the actual representation of that in your 3D life. So that's when you cut this off and stepped into that Empress energy. And I feel like you've been in that Empress energy for 3+ years, okay? And it has been helping you to, little by little, chipping away at every aspect of your life, becoming something a little bit more advanced, a little bit more easier, a little bit more of a deserving of you. Things that are deserving of you and you are deserving of them slowly starting to trickle in these past 3 years. It feels like now there is not just a truth, but a clean slate that wants to come in here when it comes to this connection. Wow. Look who's at the bottom of the deck. This person is bringing this in. Guided by the divine nonetheless, because it's the Ace of Swords, but yeah, they're bringing this in. They're trying to. They're trying to. There is so much resistance though. And I don't get the resistance of you just being stubborn and being like, no, I don't want to talk to you ever again or anything like that. It's more of you're iffy about it. Like this fell out. You're iffy about it. You're skeptical about it. You're not sure if it's real, if it's genuine anymore, because you've circled around the block with this person so many times. There's been so much like fake starts. I don't want to say breadcrumbing, but breadcrumbing in the sense of you get a little and then that little even becomes nothing because it gets taken away. It gets erased by some BS that happens here between you two. All right, I'm gonna excuse me. Wow, yeah, there is some truth. There is some truth coming in here. Some communication coming in here as well. I want to check into who this person is. I feel like some of you could have a couple of people in mind, if that resonates or not, but we can narrow it down a little bit maybe. Wow. You saw me shuffle, okay? And you saw that spit out. So 1111 is significant here. The Emperor, as I spoke about that is crazy. It's someone that you consider to have a potential to be a divine counterpart. You know who this person is, undoubtedly, or oh, interesting. Some of you have like a couple of energies. Excuse me. Some of you have a couple of energies that you're like, it could be this, it could be this, it could be this, it could be this person. Like for some reason, it's very scattered for some of you. But what I'm getting is energetically and spiritually, the essence of this person, you do recognize it. Like you know that there's potential there. Maybe it's because some of you have a couple of people in mind who have the potential to be this for you, to be your divine counterpart. The full moon today is in Aries, by the way, and that is the Aries card. Let's not ignore that. 2 10s. 2 10s. I mean, I have to commend this person in their growth, honestly, because we go from this to 10 of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, which is the best night for me, at least, when it comes to that kind of offer that you want it to be solid, stable, real. And then and another 10, the Wheel of Fortune. Come on, that is impressive. 4 could be a very significant number here too, because I just realized we have 4 4 here. 1 1, because 10 10, you know, it's a 1. 10 10, 11 11, another 10 coming out with the King of Swords. Yeah, they're done with this. They're done with this. That's the evolution that has happened here. Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra coming through as well. There you are again. There you are again. It's interesting that this is a 2 and this is a 2, and this could also be you saying, I don't know if I believe you, because on one end I have this and on another end I have this. I'm like, okay, well, it's never worked before. It's an endless loop that we've been in. So how do I know it's actually you are evolved? That's kind of you saying, oh, wow. Another page. You really do see this person as someone who you consider they need to grow up when you knew them in the past. I feel like some of you have not communicated with this person for at least 2 years, could be more, but for at least 2 years, words have not been exchanged here, like at all. It's all been dreams, intuitive things, energetic things, spiritual things, maybe 5D communication, but not physically here, which is probably also why. And also, I feel like you, from your side of things, you haven't looked this person up either. It's not like that you can go into social media and be like, okay, well, I see that they went here and that they're doing this, and there's nothing, like nothing at all. You really said, I am cutting this off, and I'm getting a phrase in Spanish that is, me doy mi lugar, and that means I honor myself. Like I'm not gonna settle for this anymore. That's kind of like what that means. It just keeps coming up, and I don't know how to translate it to be perfect in English, but yeah, basically it comes with that essence of you yourself, you value yourself enough to not settle or not go in loops again with this person. You decided that a long time ago, you put it into action, and you have not broken your word to yourself. I commend you for that. That is, which is probably why when this person comes around, it's going to be a trigger, because you're like, I'm going to betray myself if I engage in this again. Oh, wow. This person really has a case of, they need to do some PR here. They really need, and the divine is saying they need all the help they can get for us to like guide you into believing this person again, into trusting them with your heart, with your energy, with even like your presence in general, or your attention. Like I want to see what could possibly be some triggers that come up that are helping you, are going to be helping you kind of navigate this energy. Patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense, because again, like I said, you've been in this Empress energy for a while now, and probably 3 more years. And you've been very patient. You've seen your life around you slowly, kind of the dial turning, if you will, things aligning for you. And the last kind of big whoosh that I see, or I sense, that I'm sensing, is love and material wealth kind of come hand in hand here for some reason. And it might be because, you know, both of those energies are ruled by Venus. So, and it's not to say that this person is the one bringing in wealth for you, or that wealth equals finding the love that your love of your life, the one, you know, settling down. They're not tied to each other per se, but they're tied to each other in the sense that they seem to be in the same. I'm seeing a dial, like someone turning to like open a locker, and you need a specific combination, right? You've been slowly doing that, but it seems like in the groove where you're now dialing to, these two things fit there together. I don't know if that makes sense. It'll make sense to whoever needs to. Doubt. Yeah. I release the need to know all the answers. How hard is that? I think it's very hard for you, especially as the High Priestess. It is. Doubt is such a big trigger for you. It even, oh wow, I've never seen these two cards next to each other. You see these little grooves here, they're here too. It's almost like this fits into that. You see what I mean now about the things need to like align. So it's, for this to fit in here, it would have to be like this, right? Because the little T's are like over here. So you've been slowly turning things, learning the lesson of patience and doubt together. Look at that. They even make sense together. Of course they do. I accept that everything happens in divine timing, in divine order. Doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. How hard is that? Very, 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 very hard. And the bottom of the deck, just to like, you know, the last nail in the coffin, if you will. I can release my need to control. Surrendering is also very hard. It's a tough lesson to learn. Some of you, I feel like you've mastered these already. And it's not like you master and you never ever feel, you know, doubt and patience ever again. It's more of like, now you know how to, you have the tools to address these things when they come up in your reality. Okay. Envy. Ooh, yeah. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Also a very tough one, especially because the way that I like to see envy, to kind of make it a more pleasant energy, or not pleasant energy, but more of coming at it from an understanding point of view, and that can help you, is sometimes envy is, or jealousy, it's more of inspiration. You see others doing the things that you want to do, and that's where this gets a little triggered. But if you flip the script and you're like, actually, I'm not envious of them because I am like everybody else. I just have my own challenges, and it just so happens that I would like to do what they're doing. I would like to have what they have, but my own version. You need to flip the script, or that's something that you've already done. And especially when it comes to love connections, I feel like that's where you get triggered when it comes to envy, because you do want to find a stable, reliable, beautiful counterpart, and you've been waiting for a while. You've been aligning to it for a couple of years. Now I'm getting 5 to 3 years. Okay. I love how this is a love reading, but not just a love reading. It's very, very nice. Okay. The Two of Cups again. It is a love reading. Who am I kidding? Okay. This is a very grand feeling. Like this communication, this person coming in feels like such a grand gesture for some of you. But then it's like the influx of is this just going to be the same? Oh, look at the bottom. Yeah, is this just going to be the same thing again? Maybe your intuition is turned off a little bit to this because it wants to also be a surprise. Yeah, my nose is super itchy, so I'm gonna go with confirmation for that. It kind of wants to be a surprise for you, because that's what you deserve, is what I'm getting. You deserve the surprise. You deserve the undoubtedly you know, like spew from this person's heart and soul towards you. You deserve to know and feel loved by them and not have to doubt it ever. Yeah, you don't deserve this anymore. The confusion, the pain, the betrayal sometimes as well. Okay. Let's see what else. I feel like, all right, we're gonna use this deck to ask what this person is saying to you. How are they gonna break the ice? Actually, is what I want to ask. Okay, this one jumped. I'm keeping it, but I'm not ready yet. I want 3 cards. So how are they going to break the ice? Okay. So we got 2, 1 more. That's a lot of cards. I'm not taking those. 1 more. All right. They want me to just shuffle and get the bottom of the deck. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. All right. Leaving it there. Break the ice. Look at that. And we're starting with the Five of Pentacles and Strength next to it. Very interesting. Such a contrast of energies as well. They want to break the ice, quite literally ice, because they're in a like in a snowstorm over here. And then this energy is like spring, summer, just beautiful foliage and no snow. It's a picnic. It's again, they're trying to break the ice by addressing the pain that they've caused here, the things that they want to take accountability for now. Like they just don't want to apologize. They want you to see how they, instead of offering a loop of this is really who they are now. This is what they're offering you now. A lot of stability. It takes also, you would recognize that it takes a lot of courage and determination to address the things that they need to address with you. Let's see the bottom of the deck. My God, the Lovers. Yeah, I mean, and the Ten of Swords being after that is Temperance. Okay, yeah, the Lovers. Yeah, they're coming in with their heart on their sleeve. Not even their sleeve, on their hands. Like, this is what I have. That's very Leo energy of, you know, having their heart on their sleeve, because I feel like Leos love hard. And they show it as well. Leo energy is a lot about taking care of you. You become the sun to them, you know. They're ruled by the sun, but they not only carry that energy, but they're attracted to people who carry that energy, right? So it's like you are their sun, and they will treat you accordingly. And it's not that you haven't been before, but they haven't appreciated it before. They need to address that, and they will. And then I feel like this is them saying, I made the choice to do this and show you this, and now you have to make the choice to accept it and go from there. They are definitely, they want you to know that they have evolved. The fact that this is like an elevated, like floating rock thing situation in that card makes me think of that. The fact that we see the full sun, and it's almost like it has an aura to it as well. But it'll almost like it could also be that big full moon. And full moons are about completion of things. So maybe a cycle has completed here, and now the stability comes in, the generosity, the love, the genuineness of like this offer comes in. Because they could have offered you this, I'm getting, a couple of times, maybe a couple of years ago when they first started to work on themselves, but it wouldn't have stuck, which is why you needed patience, and you needed to, you know, okay, work on your doubt that it was this person or it was this situation that would work out eventually. Okay. I'm so sorry I moved this. I want to, ow, now I'm hurting myself. What is going on? I want to get, sorry, I'm just picking another deck here. I'm gonna use the, because you got Spirit 2 times, so Spirit Allies deck, and get you some advice, okay? And then we'll leave you with that. We'll leave you to we'll leave you to later on experience this. And there's like, they don't want to give too much away either. Again, it's kind of a surprise. Maybe you'll see this like right before it happens. Kind of like hope that okay, yeah, I mean, that sounds good, promising, whatever, kind of forget about it, and then boom, it happens, and then you might come back to this video and be like, okay, well, that was crazy. Oh, the VAT with 37. Okay. And labradorite, which is right here. 17. Okay. I don't know if I want to keep these, honestly, but I think I do. Because it is October and the bats are giving me a good vibe. So the fact that it's 2 bats, I like that. And bottom of the deck is dragon. And it almost looks like them too. So, all right. Let's read about the bats. With number 37. 37 adds up to 10. Again, completion theme here. All right. I remain flexible in life. Okay. As the moon rises, bad emerges from its own cave. Oh my God. Okay. Words. Okay. Sometimes when I'm doing a reading and I'm trying to read from a book, it's like I have to like really concentrate because the channeling doesn't stop and it wants to intersect whatever I'm reading, and it's very confusing. Okay. Let's do this. All right. As the moon rises, Bat emerges from his cave and takes to the star-filled sky. Relying on its senses, Bat understands the importance of being aware of your surroundings and moving quickly in case of obstructions. Navigating through the darkness is no easy feat, but with gifts graced by the universe, it can be done. Ooh, okay. The bat has flown in to remind you that no matter what problems you may face in life, it's all up to you to determine the outcome. Wow, a lot of empowerment. Okay. We are often faced with certain situations over and over because there's still a lesson to be learned. No shit. And I feel like you learned the lesson, and in doing so, this person also learned their lesson here. Wow. Okay. Let Bat lead you through those moments and encourage you to be quick on your feet. Journal about your experience so that you can recognize similar situations and be prepared to change the outcome. Awaken your intuition and let it act as a guide, noticing what you feel immediately when making quick decisions. Through this, you will learn your life lessons and, in turn, find blessings coming your way. Okay. And let's go to labradorite. I am open to great periods of transformation. 32, which is 23 backwards, by the way. Okay. With shades of blue, green, gold, labradorite is the distinctive crystal that holds a strong connection to channeling your higher self. Cut in just the right light, right? Yeah, you do have to kind of play with it and find its magic, if you will. The crystal iridescence shines like no other. Labradorite is a stone of awakening. It is a call to your higher purpose. You can no longer put off your destiny in this lifetime. I feel like that's how this person feels now coming in here. And like how it's going to feel when they do come and communicate with you. It's like, I could never really escape this purpose, this path that I was meant to be on anyways. I don't want to take away from you your free will though, because you can deny this person and deny them a chance ever again, but I don't think you will. I don't think you will, especially because you'll see that they have changed. They have transformed. Okay. They've learned their lessons. A stone of the new moon, labradorite, symbolizes a period of new beginnings to come. Use this time to set intentions for where you like to see yourself and plan for the journey ahead. Call on your guides if you feel like you have questions unanswered, so you can make a decision with all the awareness you need. Now is not the time to rush. It is the time to recognize the transformation to come and to prepare yourself to welcome it with open arms. There is a transformation coming. There is a change in your life coming, but it is going to be a very stable one, if that makes sense. Like within the change and the chaos and the death and rebirth, the uprooting of things for you here, it's somehow still stable. It feels very magical, and it feels like it comes from a very, very good place. That's how you know that you have nothing to fear here, and you can trust this person again. Very interesting. Very nice. Okay. I hope you got some messages and got some reassurance and some confirmation from this reading if you needed it. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in other readings in the future. Bye-bye.